thought I told you that we won't stop. Hi, my name is Eugene.
And I'm Tino.
And welcome to a brand new episode of Comexposed, and boy do we have a show for you.
We talk a lot about comic books and anime and TV and gaming and all that sort of great stuff, but it seems as though very few people know who is doing all this work in Africa. In our last episode, we talked about characters in specific. Today, we're going to just touch on all the comic book studios, and yes, there are many that actually make comic books in Africa.
Yeah, so if you're wondering where the directory is, this is the closest you're going to get. So stay tuned as we give you a semi-exhaustive list of all the comic book studios and titles that are out there right now.
We kick off with Loyiso Mkhize Arts from South Africa, known for the title Kwezi.
Great comic book, do check it out. We also have Marvel Comics from South Africa with their title Shaga Rising. And definitely that's got something to do with Shaga Zulu.
I hope it does.
I'll be cheated if you ain't in it.
We've also got Unique Studios from Nigeria, well known for the title EXO.
Oh yeah, I love EXO. You got a chance to talk to Royet, didn't you?
Yeah, check out our interview with Royet in our speech bubble.
Oh yeah, videos. I was in there.
That was pretty cool. We had a good long chat with him.
Yeah. Also out of Nigeria is Ep04 Comics, and their most well-known title is Moon Dust, and they have another title called Aegis.
After them, we've got Spoof Comics from Nigeria, known for their titles Central Attack and Voyager.
Yeah. Versa Comics also comes from Nigeria, and you can catch their title, The Good Villain, or just Good Villain. That's an interesting title.
From Nigeria as well, we've got Wildfire Comics, known for the title Ara. Also notable from Nigeria, we've got our good old friends, Comic Republic and Vortex. They've been doing this for a long time, so do check them out as well. We had almost forgotten these guys from Nigeria. Shadow Black Entertainment, known for Shiba Song.
They got a cool name for the studio and a cool name for the comic book.
Yeah.
Shadow Black. I can't help but imagine ninjas. Shadow Black. Here's a country we don't hear a lot about, and that's our friendly neighbor Zambia. Here comes Black Hat Comics, and they make the title GENO Wars.
Reminds me of Genos.
What punch? Yeah, it never gets old.
Does not get old. Also from Zambia, we've got FORESIGHT Comics, known for Sweeper. Over from our friends in Ghana, we have PBE Productions Limited, who are well known for Home Guard.
Also in Kenya is Milome Comics, and they make Fikira.
Coming to you from Kenya as well, we've got Comics DI, known for Jerry.
Some of these names sound Shona.
They sound very Shona. I mean,
you guys, Africa.
Yeah, I mean, we may have different languages, but they all kind of, you can fudge your way through a lot.
Hakuna Matata, brother.
Hakuna Matata.
Right. Out of South Africa, we got Young Hustler Initiative, and they make Young Hustler.
Yeah, if you want to learn about economics, that's a good place to start.
Yeah, whether you're old or you're young at heart.
You can be a hustler, baby.
Young Hustler.
We gotta put the song in there. Anyway, Bravo Comics from Tanzania brings us Rasili.
And Were Studio out of Kenya makes Shore Wonder. Shore Wonder.
But we almost forgot these guys. I mean, they're fairly new. They make the comic Jembe. The name will come up on the screen, but that is from our friends up there in Ethiopia.
Wow.
Fantastic new title.
You don't hear a lot from Ethiopia. I know they make amazing animation, and their comic books, I'm sure, aren't very different. So check that one out too.
Yeah, we can't go without mentioning the home team. We've got Enigma Comics, responsible for Razorman. You can catch Razorman online and also in Kugali.
Yeah, that's
featuring
right.
in there.
And they also make Umzingeli. And also from Zimbabwe is CCX Comics, which makes, of course, Ganyamuto. And they also make the series Mare. Check it out. If you've been following Comexposed closely, you know about Comexposed Gaming. The Comexposed very first initiative to set up gaming tournaments in Harare. Last weekend we had the second fortnightly tournament where we crowned our very new
champion,
Street Fighter champion. and check out some of these highlights. Do you know what you got to say about that event?
I have to say I was very disappointed that the previous champ, who I know is a good player, was defeated in the preliminary round. I was like, what's up with that? And these guys were actually very surprised. We got some new fighters who I mean, they've come out of nowhere.
Absolutely.
They were really good players. And kudos to our friend Tanaka for
Sensori. Yeah.
Sensori.
Respect the name.
Respect the name.
Don't be bringing government names to the show.
He made it up to leave home with the prize, leave the tournament with the prize,
Yeah.
and we're looking forward to seeing all these guys come back for our next tournament, which will be happening on the 7th of July. Make sure you diarize that and that you're there to be part of this awesome fun.
Right, we're always bringing something new and making exciting announcements. And the biggest one out of the gaming tournament is that our franchised teams. That's right. Several companies right here in Harare are going to be sponsoring the very first esports team. So we already have Enigma Comics and CCX announcing that they'll be sponsoring 1 or 2 lucky competitors to be under their banners.
So we're gonna get a little bit more professional about all of this stuff. So you gotta start practicing. Hey, you've gotta start like actually working on doing well at these games.
The best part is for the very first time, gamers can actually be professional and be rewarded or paid for playing games, doing what they love. So this makes the tournaments we're going to be hosting a lot more competitive, and the stakes are going to get higher. So early announcements come from Enigma Comics, which is launching a team named Razor Hunter. And of course, if you're familiar with the Juice media company, they've also announced through secret wire that they will be launching their own esports team, probably of the same name. I guess it'll be called Juice Gaming.
Maybe Juice Gaming sounds sensible to us,
Let's
but
talk about
don't
it.
quote us on that. And the last of the 3 will be CCX with Team Titan God. So all these teams, by the way, like most esports teams, will not be stuck purely on Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, but they will have representatives for the various games that they want to participate in. So you get a chance to join these teams by coming to the event and getting drafted. I mean, you can't just come and call us and say, hey, I want to be on your team.
Yeah.
No, come show us what you've got.
Yeah. The good news is scouts will be attending the gaming tournaments to spot new talent. And hey, the sky's the limit. If you think you've got what it takes, check us out on the 7th.
This is also an open call to those who would want or fancy themselves a bit of a commentator. You know, you can speak, you can really announce what's happening, you can tell us when it's the combo breaker. If you can do that, please email us at comexposed@gmail.com and let us know your intent. We will need to see you, we will need to hear you do what you say you can do. And you might just find yourself one of the official commentators for the tournaments.
So if you think you've got what it takes to be a host, a commentator, or an analyst, do make your way to the tournament on the 7th and make it known. And we will be there to audition.
Follow us on all our social media and in the links in the description below. You can catch us on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on IGTV, and on our website www.comexposed.com.
That's right. Check you out next time.
Peace.